Cool.
I definitely don't compete, but I do. That's one thing that's definitely stayed with me. Is like ballroom dancing never really leaves you.
That's awesome.
It's kind of weird
I
in that way.
I trip over my own feet. I can't dance for shit, dude. From New York, you went to Berkeley. You know, it's the I guess the normal interview questions, nothing crazy.
Yeah,
I just don't want to
it's
bore
all
you.
good.
I don't want to bore you.
You won't bore me. We'll make it interesting. I'll smoke a little bit when we start, and then it'll get weird.
Nice.
We're live technically right now, but we're sending the link to our Facebook account. So if you want to access our Facebook account, and just keep an eye out for a post in the next.
Did you hear
On
that,
your
sir?
Facebook account? Yeah, I think I did.
So we're gonna be live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube.
Okay. That took a change for the scandalous.
Scandal.
Chelsea's killing it over there.
Gibbs.
Yes.
Beautiful.
It's GIBBZ music, unlike everything.
You have your headphones in.
Except
Can you
for
hear?
TikTok.
Cool. We just made a TikTok. I'm trying to force Kris into getting into it more.
See, I don't.
Oh, it's
I just feel like I'm too late in the game. I don't know.
You're never too late.
You have your whole life
People
ahead
say,
of you.
yeah, TikTok is great. I learned how to tie knots. I just get really high and then tie knots.
I want to.
What's your favorite knot? And for what reason?
A bowline knot is probably the most
useful?
useful knot to have, yeah.
Bowline.
Besides like your common slip knot. But I mean 555 to the 666, all that. And,
Yeah, for sure.
I used to hide my porn in that CD. Like
Oh, yeah?
the CD thing, yeah. I would take the CD out and was like I don't know, Backdoor Sluts 9, you know, is it the disc is in that Slipknot CD. And nobody ever
I only
found
had
it.
one porn DVD, and it was Backdoor Grannies.
Nice.
It was so weird. So
Backdoor Grannies. Was that like
And I
the
was
top
like-
shelf for like when all your friends came over? Be like, guys, you have to see this.
It was like a joke given to me, but I was like, I'm gonna watch this.
You
So I
have
watched
to.
it, and it's all like 60 plus, and like the writing is so like, if I were that old, I would be offended by the writing, because they're like, take me to bingo. My life is nothing.
Oh my god.
Holy shit! You're really minimizing the older person's experience.
Dude, that's amazing. Is that like the weirdest porn you've ever seen? Because I've seen some shit. You ever hear E fucked?
Oh yeah, of course.
So, I saw.
E-Flex is a classic.
I can't even believe I'm saying this. I saw a for real person with like big time disabilities just getting it, and
Everybody deserves to get it.
dude,
So,
it was rough. She was getting a lashing.
oh well.
Hey,
God.
assholes. You are now fucking listening to the.
That scared me.
Probably won't be able to hear it.
That scared me.
The original link that we created.
But
does
also
not
don't
work.
see it, like, wouldn't it come up as you're live here?
So it looks like we're having some technical difficulties there, Mike. I'm sorry about that.
If the technical difficulties are because like I asked for something live, we don't have to do that.
No.
Be, but maybe.
Technical difficulties is our middle name sometimes.
We are live though.
We are live?
Yeah.
That's
Technically,
amazing.
but I don't-
Hello, live
it
audience.
should in theory come up here.
We're live at like an unlisted YouTube or something.
I don't know.
Probably.
Oh yeah, it's private.
Oh yeah.
Can you edit?
I love this. So
There we go.
we should be public now. We should be live.
Now let me
Try
Oh
the-
yeah, I see it now.
Oh, you see it? All right, can we do the proper intro and everything then? And we'll
So yeah, I guess so.
Proper.
proper.
Do it, man. Do it, man. Fucking proper.
Say we do it proper.
We go to it.
Get off it. Come on, do it proper. Right, hit the button. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, when I hear British people speak, I feel like they're just on a whole nother level of education. I mean, it makes me feel dumb.
That echo gone?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's my funky dance moves.
Honestly, dude, there's our intro is not.
All right, fair enough. That's fine. We'll do it.
We could talk over our intro. So.
Yeah.
Oh, we have an intro button.
Yeah, we have a
Yeah, we have the
button.
music, but
There's a button.
We have a button. Push the button, please.
So
Do it
just
at the
hit
same
fade and.
You
then-
see the fucking button, right? The little one right there. The red one, right? Just fucking hit it, then, right? Might as well. Fucking might as well. Masterful, man. Absolutely wrecked.
If he's on the right page, but we're just gonna wing it. Hey guys, we're live on YouTube. Let's give us
Yeah.
this show a proper intro, and we're gonna try to pull this one out of our assholes right now. Straight on, full, trying to suck our own dicks, beehole in the air. You're walked in on,
Full on
presented.
predator.
Assholes to the sky.
Welcome to the Two Clouded Mind Show.
Praises.
Oh, bring up that button. Yeah.
Now fucking listening to the Two Clouded Mind Show with Kris
What would it take for Ryan to suck a dick?
and Ryan.
Oh God, you just coughed all over me.
With special guest appearances, unique games, and contests. Give us a goddamn call. 669-241-2420. Or stalk us like your girlfriends do. On Facebook and Instagram at the Two Clouded Mind Show. Let's get fucking clouded. It's the Two Clouded Mind Show.
Welcome to the Two Clouded Mind Show.
What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? How we doing? How we doing? We're back, bitches. We took a little bit of a break. It was like, like 2 weeks, I guess. Maybe it was it 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
It's been quite some time. We've just been like reorganizing the
Yeah.
studio, introducing new people, which that's a feature episode. And
Having mental breakdowns, you know.
oh yeah, there was that too. But-
Life just happens, and
But
there's
you
a
pull through it. You
there's-
acknowledge the problem and you
there's a-
just
there's a
proceed.
gnat. There's a gnat. There's a gnat.
There's a gnat.
I need my salt gun. I need.
So Kris ordered this saw gun as a form of podcast host or co-host torture. So I see that in my future.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him right square in the ball sack.
That's a good place to shoot somebody. That's
Why wouldn't? I mean, we'll try. Bare skin, like maybe on his back or something first. But
hit him with the tongue gun.
oh yeah,
It's fully automatic.
Anyway,
Oh shit.
that handsome fella right there, the one and
Damn
only
right.
Mike Gibney. Welcome to the show, sir. Welcome to the show.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
So you do know the voice and the face, but as far as our podcast goes, you've called in before. So our viewers have actually been introduced to you in the past.
It's
So-
true with only my voice.
The
And now you
almighty
get the full
Gibbs.
package.
It's quite the package. I mean, I'm a fan.
Heck of a package for an Irish guy. Heck of a package.
Call me.
So with Kris saying call me, you guys can call in on today's episode live.
Oh, that's right. We're live now.
We are
We're
live.
live. Forgot. I forgot.
What's the phone number, Kris?
669-241-2420.
Yeah, we're gonna drop that in the comments. So if you are watching, feel free to call. You get your own cool call and intro music. We'll jam out to it for like 30 seconds and then answer.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, huh?
You know
Did
the
you
music.
push? Did you push really hard to get 669 as the?
No, it was actually quite easy. I got it on the first
wow.
try. Yeah, I put in it asks you for what numbers that you'd like, and I put 420, and that's what came out.
Yeah, makes sense. I think that's.
I originally wanted 1-800 eat shit, but I believe
try that.
I believe somebody has that.
Sounds expensive. Yeah.
We're gonna call them one day and complain.
I think or 1-800 asshole. That
Yeah.
might work. Is that
Is
enough?
that 8?
Yeah.
S-H-O-L.
It's 7,
Eight.
or does it have to be 8?
7. Oh yeah, it's got to be 7. I'm just thinking Dutch numbers, and I'm worldly. I'm traveled.
His mind
so
just
I don't
going.
always think of
So-
America.
So Dutch
You know,
use
like
less
some
numbers.
people.
Dutch have less numbers.
Yeah, how's that work?
So
I
how
don't
that
know
I
work?
have
about
no
that.
idea what I'm talking about.
Shit. So on the last episode that you were on, we were actually in the middle of talking about butt stuffs,
Yeah.
and you have some of that on you today, don't you?
Yeah.
I wish it was in you.
Butt Stuffs. Butt Stuffs is a great company that makes smokable butt plugs. And
That thing's been used. I see.
I
it's
hope
got
so.
a little bit of heaven on the bottom. I call it.
I guess.
That's what I do when I stick a butt plug inside of me. I just slowly sing the "How Far Is Heaven" song by Los Lobos. How far is heaven?
we got to get you on Cameo, dude. Come on.
Ooh.
I'd pay for that.
I would.
I'd pay
And
for that.
they're all silicone, right? So they're like durable.
Yeah,
like-
it's fully functional. It's not going to be glass that'll break in your butt.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we've all been scarred about a couple, like 10 years ago with the glass in,
Yeah,
in
it
the
gets
butt.
scratched up. But these are butt stuffs.
I never had-
You never saw One Guy, One Jar?
Oh yeah, I thought you meant like.
Oh my!
We've all
God,
had an
one guy,
incident
one
like that.
jar.
We used to watch a lot of fucked up stuff, like growing
I
up.
think in general, we're probably all of the same age where like really fucked up stuff was just kind of cool to watch at that time. I don't know if kids now have like, do they have like a rotten.com or like
I
a
don't know.
Yeah,
a
I mean, like the generation
centralized
before me
place.
was like Faces of Death. You know?
yeah, Faces of Death, which was all fake for the most part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
And then
And then
we had like the
there
TV
was
show
some
Scarred.
shit.
We watch bones
Yeah.
just protruding through people's skin and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was all-
shit. We had fucking bum fights. We had a lot of fuck. We should be more fucked up.
Bum fights
Yeah.
was amazing.
And now you can't even cover somebody else's song or play your original music without getting copyright infringement. Like that's the
Is that the
difference
old
between
DMCA?
the difference of how accessible things were. Because like
Yeah.
I remember like young, even on like the most basic of like Windows 98, I can still like find porn on the computer without using a browser.
That's
It's in the DOS prompt.
You could just type it in search, just like .mp4 and like anything, yeah, that you like. It's like
It's
a
right
browser
there.
catch. I think that's why I'm corrupt now. Is
Probably.
my access to just the world, like beheading videos, like anything like that.
A lot of those.
yeah.
We're all scarred. We're fucked.
Is it scarred or we're just desensitized to it? It's just
Either we're just numb now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Great old America. Yeah, fun. Anyway, Mike, originally from
So
New
yeah,
York.
buttstuffs.com.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I think we got our first call.
Hold on, we got a call. We got a caller.
Give us a second to figure this out.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome
Yeah.
to the show.
It's Oberyama.
Yo, what's good, dude?
Mike.
I wouldn't have
What's
expected
happening?
this.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Tables have turned.
Here I am.
Just talking about butt stuffs and like the how we're all desensitized from watching beheading videos and One Guy, One
Oh,
Jar.
yeah, Rotten.com.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
remember the first video I saw.
And how
First
much?
video I ever
How,
first video I ever saw on there was a parrot sitting on somebody's dude's boner.
oh my God, that's amazing.
Stuck with me. It's never leaving.
I'll never forget that.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Polly just
Yo,
wanted a cracker.
Did Gibbs play you his butt stuff ad music? Theme music?
No, no.
Oh,
You-
butt stuff jingles?
Yeah, the jingles. Yeah, you gotta show him. You gotta play some of that.
All right, we like jingles.
Do you guys
They're
want to hear a
great.
little bit of a butt stuffs jingle?
I mean, sure.
He only made like 50 of them.
I made a ton of them. I'll play the short version. Yeah.
Stuffs. Let me turn around so you can see my butt. Stuffs. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I made like a ton of jingles for this fucking company. That's like kind of my thing now. I've been just writing jingles and doing ad work instead of writing an album because it pays way more.
Yeah.
And there's nobody saying, we want the fucking first album way better. Isn't it those fucking assholes?
Yeah.
So it's way nicer to
what?
make music that only takes a little bit of time and then people just like it.
So where can you like inquire about these jingles that you create? Like where can we find that? Just through you? Or do you use like
well,
a
the butt stuffs jingles, he'll just slowly probably release them because I gave him a ton. But
Mhm.
other stuff that I do is just randomly like, I don't know, I'll just see a Wendy's commercial and it's like my music that I've written over.
I could
it,
tell
or,
that
like,
you're like really passionate about it, mainly because when you were asked, you're like, you want to hear a jingle, and you were just like, 1 click, 2 click, 3 click, there it is. And
Well, I have a full like my like ads folder and
Yeah.
then it's
subfolders.
B, but
Gibbs
stuff
is
is
very,
right there.
Gibbs is very organized.
You have to
I'm a
be.
really organized person. I'm kind of fucking anal.
I'm
Speaking
definitely
of butt stuff.
anal. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not organized
get
at
it.
all.
It actually probably really pisses Mike off.
Nah, it's good because I don't know where the fuck anything is.
Same. That's how I
If
am.
I work with you, we can find it.
It's like the odd couple, but like we're definitely fucking.
Who's the bottom?
Mike, do you want to answer that?
But that butt stuff out as an album, dude. It's probably your best work.
Yeah, it probably would be my best
Mostly the
work.
lyrics, man. It's like if you really you can hear it, but if you're listening, man, you got to really hear those words, you know?
Yeah, you
Really
can
connect.
you can hear them, but that doesn't mean you're listening.
Can feel them.
Yeah, exactly.
You could feel
It
the
It's
butt
really
like
stuff.
Bob Marley.
Yeah,
Straight
you
to the
can feel
colon.
it.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I'm excited to have both of you guys. It's like a reverse episode. Like I feel like it's like deja vu, but like reverse.
Everything is flipped.
Yes.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is
a
the
lot of
mirror
fun.
verse.
So,
Yeah.
Mike and Mike, how do you guys know each other? How long have you guys known each other? Let's get into that real quick. Oh, he's busy. He's busy.
2013, I guess.
Uh,
On tour, I
No,
think. Gibbs was
2012.
2012, yeah. Gibbs was tour manager, and I was the merch guy.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I left working with another band. I was working with a couple bands, Soul Live and Lettuce, and a bunch of other artists that I was working for. And I left them to start working for this dude named Grammatic. And I became his tour manager, and that's where Mike and I met on a. I think the first time we were together was technically on that bus tour, right? Did we ever hang out before that?
Grammatic's my gym music.
I met you
Fuck him.
once to pick up like Kras's guitar or something at your apartment. And then
Oh, I was
we
playing
hung out
guitar
on-
because I'm like
on
I'm a
classes.
pretty ripping virtuoso.
So when you were working for these guys, like, what did you do? Was it like producing, or like, what side of it did you have in the role?
Nothing creative. I was
You were
a
the
babysitter. I mean, a tour
manager
manager
and
is just a babysitter.
Audio
Yeah,
engineer
so-
and stuff, right?
Yeah, audio engineer too. But come on, what are we doing as an audio engineer live? Like, come on.
Yeah, it's the same thing, same show most of the time, anyway, right?
Hopping on that
Yeah.
sausage fattener.
Yeah, especially
the
for
level.
like an electronic artist. If you're like, I'm an audio engineer for an electronic artist, just you're not.
You're not. Yeah.
You're putting a level up and you're going. You're good.
Yeah. Fair
Nothing.
enough.
I tried to make it more difficult than it was. Like I tried to overcomplicate it in order to justify my job, but really I was getting paid so shitty anyway that I shouldn't have put in any extra effort.
Yeah, unfortunately, that happens a lot in that field, like in that field in general. Like,
Yeah.
they always try to cheap out, and you know the job can get done, but it's not the correct way, and it's not the best of its ability. Which, for people that look for that, it's like a real bummer. Like I
Yeah.
can't go out to a venue anymore and just enjoy some music. I'm like picking it apart, and it kind of
Yeah.
fucks with me to the point where like it's still fun, but it's not like at the level of enjoyment where I come home from Brooklyn with mustard, like covered in mustard. Like Kris and I go,
Yeah, we had a sexy night in Brooklyn.
we had a sexy
It
night.
was fun.
Always wear a condiment.
Yeah, you have to. You have to practice safe eating. You have
Safe
to.
eating, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of like with shows, and I don't really enjoy going to shows unless it's like a group that I like really want to see and I know every word.
Mhm.
I'm not a casual concert goer, but yeah, like I do kind of pick apart things in music in general. I think when music becomes your job or anything becomes your job, it's like hard to enjoy it to the same level. Like there has to be something really fucking good for me to be like, oh, whoa, that's killing.
Do you listen to
Like-
your own music?
Yeah, but I'm not like one of those fucking. I mean, anyone who's a musician in a way is a narcissist. You're creating something and then expecting approval from others. You're a narcissist. It's totally fine.
Mhm.
But I definitely don't go through like I listen to my stuff because it's I should listen to my stuff, but only as much as I'm not a constant listener. I don't really listen to music that much at all. It's mainly podcasts for me. I'm like a word nerd. I like listen, but I've always listened to talk radio. So
Yeah, we started with like not started, but we're big time listeners of Jason Ellis.
oh yeah,
You know, he was on.
MMA, skateboard, and MMA.
Correct.
That's my
So-
impression.
In the
Spot on.
comments below, Ray gives his impression of Jason Ellis.
Skateboards, MMA, and I'm sort of bi.
Nailed it.
That's my
Yeah,
Jason Ellis.
he would respect that. I hope, you know, that's fun.
Yeah.
But
He's a hunk though.
definitely, I'd fuck him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mike, what are you doing? What are you are you planning on releasing anything soon, Mike?
Yeah, I got a track coming out in like 2 weeks, and
Come-
then I'm coming to Nashville so we can work on the album.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Mike has been saying that he's coming to Nashville, but he has not come to Nashville yet. And
So when are you
like,
gonna
I'm
drop
coming,
the,
dude. I
the
told
ball
you
on
after
that?
Easter. Man, it's after Easter.
we
so-
essentially have like a couple's bank account together from our music that like, you know, everything's split 50-50. We have money for him to come to Nashville, but this guy's like, oh, I'd rather hang out in a warehouse.
No, I'm coming, dude.
Warehouse
Yeah,
is
I've
a
heard that
vibe, though.
before.
Yeah, that's a
Keep
good
it
time.
Dry.
Nah. I'll be there. We've got to plan it out and figure it out.
This is the longest I haven't seen Mike since we started hanging out in 2012. So
And you miss him?
Yeah,
12 years,
right.
10 years.
Yeah, true.
Little bromance. It's adorable. I mean,
Yeah,
I'd feel the
it's
same
so
way if I
fun.
didn't see this guy for a long period of time.
He complains when I call him like 7 times a day because I do. But when I don't, he's just like,
I'm like, yo, what? Like, what's
Yeah.
wrong? You good? You got to check in.
Yeah, I mean, Mike,
it's like a
you should
time
listen
card,
to
like
that.
still here.
Yeah, even if you have nothing to say. Yo.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just call Mike and like he'll say hello and I'll just heavy breathe. We don't have to say anything. And he goes,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I get it. I'm with you, bud. And
Yeah.
then we both just heavy breathe.
That's the
Yeah,
most
that's
intimate
true.
way to have a conversation is purely breathing.
Are your,
Yeah,
are your
honestly,
pants
it's like
around your
it's
waist or
not
your ankles?
FaceTime, so you can't really say body language, but in a way, yeah, it's kind of body language.
It is.
Music is its own language too. Have you guys heard of Bob Marley?
Who's that guy?
No. Never.
He's the
Bob
brother
Marley?
of Jacob Marley from Dickens' Christmas Carol.
Ebenezer Scrooge, that whole thing,
Yep.
that whole era.
Jacob Marley and Bob Marley.
Okay, I'm very
Marley and
familiar.
Marley. from the Muppets Christmas Carol.
They had the law firm, right? Marley and Marley.
Yep, Marley and Marley. Bender and
Who's your
Bender.
mom?
Is Barnes dead or is Celino dead?
I don't know. I thought they broke up. I didn't know one of them died. Honestly.
I'm pretty positive one of them died.
You sure? Because it's got to be Celino, because I hear on the radio the Barnes firm.
Okay, so technically speaking, if Celino is dead, he's more firm.
Is it out there?
Yeah, whatever's in there. If there's anything.
That was a
in
good
there.
line, guys.
We missed it. We're sorry.
Sorry. Dude, I get so easily distracted. I'm like, I'll be in a conversation and be like, oh, bunny rabbit.
It's okay. I just appreciate my own comedy style.
No, I love it. I love it. I'm sorry. That was rude.
No, I'm in an improv group. We just hang out and improv together. I fucking hate improv. You ever gone to an improv show? Dumbest fucking thing in the world.
No, I've never gone.
They're like, well, I had to do it too. I took like acting lessons and shit when I was a kid, and like you had to do like improvs. But seeing like two people sitting in chairs and going, oh, like they're on a park bench and he's a plumber and he's a clown who lost his shoes. No, they're not.
When will that
Fucking
ever
what?
happen?
That's the type of shit that they make you do.
That's Philip and that's Joel. And I know them both. One is not a clown, one is not a plumber. I can't commit to this.
And they
It's all
both have their
lies.
shoes.
Improv is just teaching you how to be a better liar
Ooh.
and more silly.
Way
And
more.
I'm not
silly.
That's
interested.
deep. That's deep.
I'm not interested. It's deep, but actors are liars.
Well, yeah, you have to be, right? You have to
Do ya?
lie.
He said, do ya? I don't know. Do ya?
Is that where we find our entertainment? In lies?
Yeah, but isn't the world like one giant lie? You think about it?
You know, I thought about this the other day, and I'm like way too
Like-
high to recall this memory. Maybe if I smoke some more, I will. But like, you know how people say you're in like a simulation? What if it's not like the literal term of a simulation, as far as like The Sims, for an example, like we're just like the same type of thing,
If somebody made me a sim character, I'm the lamest sim character.
but more
ever.
of a simulation
I
of
suck.
a higher government creating different tales and stories and way of living and money management, all of these things to herd you into one direction. Like AI, for example. What if there's like a AI that is putting in all of these probabilities, and like if you type in like, hey, I want this outcome, this is like the number one thing that will create this outcome. So the government pushes that to create.
I think the entire simulation was made by Al Gore, just in the sense that it's hiding in plain sight. Like when people talk about algorithms, like I understand that they're referring to the creator, which is Al Gore, like those algorithms, which was also his tap dancing troupe.
What do you think? You subscribing to
Algorithms
that,
was
Mike?
also
Rhythm.
My penis is tingling right now.
Holy shit! What do you think of
That was
Mike?
literal word porn to me. You have no idea. Like the
The
timing
idea
and
of-
everything of that.
That
The
makes,
whole
that
like
makes a lot of
simulation
sense.
thing. Yeah, of course it makes sense. It's algorithm.
Yeah,
The
wow.
idea, like the fact that as
My
humans
world
we're so
offended.
limited on what we see that's technically around us within our visual spectrum and our hearing spectrum. Who knows? Maybe Kurzweil was right all along.
Damn.
Wow.
This is all fake. This is exactly what I expected from a smoking podcast.
Okay.
Cool.
We're in this.
We're
it.
in
We're,
this.
we're in way too deep at this point. Way too deep.
But algorithms.
Algorithm. I like that. That should
Basically,
be
the
a T-shirt.
I'm
whole
buying it.
world's
I'm
fucked.
buying it.
Yeah, you sold me at that. That should be the intro.
I'm gonna make that a T-shirt. Got to be a silhouette of
The
him
whole world is fucked, and improv groups are just filled with cowards
and liars.
and liars.
So
I
And
respect that.
That's my story.
the aperture on
respect
your
that.
camera is amazing, and there's a photo like on the wall that looks like Chuck Norris to me.
Well, you're a little bit close, but if we're talking about like levels of humans, okay, Chuck Norris is here, right?
Okay.
Is that Van
Then we
Damme?
have Chuck Norris is not really problematic. He's good.
He's a
I
neutral
don't know in
being.
terms of heroes like Bing Crosby also tough guy. John Wayne, and then my friend up there is Joe Piscopo, Jersey's own.
Oh shit!
Piscopo.
I
All
respect
right.
You guys
the
ever seen?
fuck out
Yeah.
of
You
that.
ever seen A Night at Club Piscopo?
No.
No.
Oh man,
Holy shit! This
we probably watched
fucking
that. We probably
special-
watched that 10 times.
It's so bad. It's on Hulu right now. It's like Joe Piscopo had some extra money somehow and was like, "Oh, I'm going to like." He got hired by this casino in Atlantic City to do a variety show, and it's Joe Piscopo sucking his own dick for 2 hours. Like he's just like
Just dropping
hey,
names.
everything is talking about Jersey, and it's like a terrible like these are fold up tables with like banquet chairs in like the audience. Like nobody really gives a
That
fuck
sounds about right for Jersey.
about it, but it's Joe Piscopo saying like basically like I was Saturday Night Live. I'm amazing. My best friend was James Brown. Jay-Z loves me. He calls me Joey Baby.
Look
Oh,
how
I
big
was
my
in
dick
Health
is.
Like
Yeah.
That's when I
Arnold
used to hang out with Sinatra.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah. I gave him, so much respect for Sinatra, all blue eyes, so much respect. He's just a fucking weirdo
I gotta check
who
that
loves
out.
himself so much. And like
That he
half of
created a
the
special.
show too is him like, hey, did you know I can play the flute? And he plays the flute. And then he's like, oh, I can also play the sax. Let me put on these sunglasses because sax players wear sunglasses.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I'll play the drums. He loves himself so much.
Anytime
And
I
I
ever
love him for that.
anytime I ever hear anybody say like the saxophone, I think of that dude from the Lost Boys with no shirt and tight pants on
Oh,
the beach.
yeah.
That
Who is that? Who played that?
I think about
part?
Bill Clinton.
yeah, Bill
Oh yeah,
Clinton.
Bill Clinton on Arsenio Hall. What a weird way to pander.
Just playing the saxophone while you're getting a blowjob
That's
in
so
the office.
fucking weird that was a thing, and people were like, "Oh wait, yeah, he's cool now."
Yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
had to reach out to everybody. And that was the
He
way to do
definitely
it.
Reached out.
Yeah, he sure did. A few
And
times.
around.
What was that spot on your dress? I did not have sexual
Oh
relations
man,
with that woman.
that poor Monica Lewinsky had wanted none of that to be public.
No.
Ugh.
And now there's like songs being written about it in audio programs. We're all put in a classroom, 20 something tables of Pro Tools on computers, and we had to create like a beat or something, And one of the students created a song called Monica's Lunch. And the whole song was just like Monica's Lunch. It's like the whole thing, and it's just talking about that incident.
What is the lunch being like? Is that cum? Is that what you're saying? Monica's lunch is cum. Because
Yeah,
that's a
it's
terrible
cum.
lunch.
That is.
And also, like, unless he has a really high sperm count, you're not chewing, so it's just a liquid diet.
Yeah, but he was like old, so it could have been at that point like cottage cheese. You know what I mean?
like a little bit of.
he was
like
a
some
little
curd
he had some
Zesty.
viscosity at that point.
and a little bit sandy for some reason.
Yeah, gritty. There was
They're
like
just
like
tiny
sesame, like coffee
pieces
beans.
of
It's-
kidney.
it's-
And a
stuff.
Skittle tucked under his foreskin.
I imagine
it's
when
like-
Clinton comes now, it's just
just dust.
It wheezes.
It's just dust. Yeah.
just
Air.
a little cloud.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but
He was a real piece of shit. Monica got treated so unfairly. It's true. She wanted nothing. She wanted none of that. She was like,
she just wanted some
it was
presidential
all Linda
pee-pee.
Tripp and Paula Jones.
That's right. Linda Tripp, the hater.
Linda Tripp was honestly
The
Tripp was
rat.
probably one of the biggest pieces of shit of our generation. The fucking rat.
We need to start a list.
Fucking snitch.
Of
Oh
pieces
yeah,
of
Monica, I'm
shit.
friends with you. Nah, it's opposite day.
Yeah, it was opposite
It's
the
the
whole
mirror
life
verse.
for her.
That was opposite day, so
Yeah.
can't blame me.
Oof. Holy shit.
I'm
Mike,
having the best time in a while.
has anyone looked at you to book any shows? Since now we're kind of falling out of the.
Yeah, I got a couple people hit me up. I don't know if I'm
Fuck
gonna
you!
do
I
them
haven't
or
gotten
not.
one.
I mean, the ones I got are like, underground raves in New York or whatever.
Oh, sick! Classic.
So yeah, I don't.
New York is
I don't
so
know.
And these
crazy.
are like you
About the
performing?
Apart.
What kind of shows are these?
What that I got offered?
Yeah.
They're like warehouse. Like I'd probably go on at like 4:00 in the morning
Sick.
at some fucking illegal thing in New York or whatever.
Oh, it's awesome.
Just sweaty warehouse party.
We should do a sweaty warehouse
And then there's still
party
people
live.
doing a lot of live stream shows. I'll probably do one. I actually got it's like pre-recorded, so I gotta just make the mix and then we'll do like visuals or
Oh,
whatever.
so it's
That's awesome.
somebody's just recording you just standing around. You're saying. Yeah.
No, I mean that's what a regular show is. This will
Oh,
be
yeah.
I don't know. They got some fucking psychedelic screensaver or some shit that will be playing. Once
Oh,
I
like
make the videos, I
VJing
might
and
do it.
graphics and
I haven't gotten a damn offer for nothing. I'm supposed to do like the Wisconsin State Fair in June,
What?
but I don't know if that's even happening. I don't know. That's like the only thing, and then I
I
get
don't
like
know.
random.
It's weird because I don't know. Nobody knows when it's going to be officially fucking ready to go. So
are you guys
might get
trying to do
canceled
like a
still. Who knows
virtual
what the
event
fuck's
or
going
like
on?
in person?
It'd be interesting if the Wisconsin State Fair was virtual, but I don't think it will be. I technically haven't done like a live set as Gibbs in my last show was I think February of 2020. And I got a new computer since then. I haven't even set up my gear with it, so I don't even know if I need to alter things to make it work. I just haven't even really thought about it,
Fuck it.
which is I guess kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But I don't have any
I've been
goddamn
there.
offers, so what the fuck am I gonna prepare for nothing?
Hey, preparation is key
That's
for
true.
sure.
You're right, I'm fucking up.
Welcome to your intervention. This is really what it is.
Yeah, that's why we got Mike on the phone.
Mike, you still there? You dead?
yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say, yeah, I'm
So,
dead.
so now that I got,
No, I'm alive.
now that we got you both, what are we gonna do? Are you gonna bring back drinking with Gibbs or what?
Oh man,
I
I don't know.
I would like.
that took
I
years
would
off my
do-
life. I think.
It definitely did. It definitely man, we were drinking so much for that show. So much.
Dude, we would drink double-digit beers every time.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
14
I
each.
was definitely drinking at least 16 beers per episode, and
Yeah.
trying to run a broadcast and be interesting.
How many people can you get on Zoom? It depends on the account that you have, right? Like, why not
Yeah,
just
I
make
think it
like a
depends on if you
virtual
have,
Zoom chat of just everybody hanging out drinking, and you just see all of the squares chilling, and it's just like a group
I mean,
podcast.
that would be great. When Mike comes to visit, I think we'll probably do some sort of drinking with Gibbs.
Yeah, we could do a
thing.
reunion show.
We
That
could
would
do
be
a little
badass.
reunion show. Would be cool.
Drop the
but-
link. We'll post that on our social media. I'll be watching.
Nobody really gave a fuck while we were doing it, but afterwards, when we stopped doing it, I definitely got lots of messages of people why aren't you?
Of course,
doing
isn't
it? Why
that
aren't
the
you
way
just-
that it
Why
always
aren't you
happens?
destroying your body anymore for us?
Of course, duh.
Where's your sacrifice?
I can't
to
even
us?
drink like that anymore. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah.
That was my
I mean,
prime
I can
of, like, when I
definitely
could
still drink
down
like that, but I
beers.
should not. Yeah. Mike would, but also the fucked up thing was we would drink that many beers, and like when I shut the computer off and the show was over, we weren't done. Like we would go out to a bar afterwards.
Yeah.
And then
Show's
drink.
over.
But, like,
Let's hang out.
Play darts.
yeah, we would like show up to a bar at like 8:30 or 9, totally shit faced, as if like we've been bar hopping all day, and like just confusing bartenders. Like, this is a little weird that you're so drunk right now. What's the occasion, guys? Oh, it's Wednesday.
Yes. I've been there.
Yeah, but the
Life was
show was
crazy
just
back
like the
then.
appetizer. It's just like,
That's
the
what a Bloody
pregame.
Mary's for, you know? It's breakfast and a drink.
Oh, that's the one thing I miss about traveling, is I think airport Bloody Marys.
Really?
I love Bloody Mary.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
I love a good airport Bloody Mary. Or
Now,
a
what
plain
what
Bloody
makes the
Mary.
airport Bloody Mary superior in the Bloody Mary chain? Like, what makes it the
I think
alpha?
it's the idea of, okay, I'm like early for my flight, and I can now, like, I just played a gig, I'm like sort of hungover. I can allow myself to get a little bit drunk, knowing that I'm early and everything's fine because I'm an early guy, and then watching the whole world panic around you in an airport. Like the people watching of everything is fucked, or like it's like our first time traveling, or like there's a fucking kid on a leash. Like it's
Yeah.
just weird shit to look at while drinking. An airport is a great place to drink in general.
Yeah. Definitely.
Especially if you can put
If you
yourself
have
in a
your shit
situation
together
where you
and-
don't have to look at the miserable bartender. You can like sit on a side place and just watch the whole
Yeah.
world crumbling to people that
Like, what is this, your
it's really
first time
not.
flying?
Yeah. It's your
Pinky
first
up.
fucking rodeo.
I
Yeah.
just like to get blackout drunk before I get on the plane so I can just sleep. Because I'm 6'5". It's hard for me to sit if I don't have the front seat, or if
Yeah.
we don't splurge and get first class. I don't fit in the seat comfortably, and
Mike and I worked with this dude, this tiny dude. I won't say his name, that I tour managed, that used to freak the fuck out if he didn't have like a specific seat on the plane. Like in like these first couple rows he wants to be, and he wants a window of this side. But this motherfucker was so fucking tiny. He looked like Dobby. From,
oh no. All
Like
right,
this
Bob.
Potter.
Dobby looking motherfucker
Yeah.
would complain, like, if you're sitting in the middle
like
seat,
baby
you
dick.
still have a foot on each side, you tiny fuck. Like, get over yourself. Sometimes you can't pick your seat, and it sucks. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that bad. It's just if I don't have those seats, I know I'm going to be miserable, and I just try to get drunk so I could fall asleep faster.
If you're a bigger person, it makes total sense. You need a specific seat. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm a big dude too. I'm not 6'5". Jesus Christ. How did that even happen?
I don't
6'5"?
know. I don't know.
How tall are your parents? What's this gene pool? I want to take a dip.
There's some tall guys, some tall
So
fellas in
according
my
to his
family.
ancestry.com,
I'm part Viking.
he
And
did-
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and Neanderthal.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. That's why I'm just
I
a
did
big
mine. My
dumbass,
brother
really.
did mine, and it was like 80-something% Irish, and I was like, "Did we really have to? Did
I
we have
had
to
no
do this?
idea.
Look at us. Come on, Mike.
So-
What's your lineage?
So there's some lawn mowing going on.
So my landscapers are here. That's a surprise.
They just wanted to be on the show, those greedy
I
fucks.
haven't.
They're like, oh, they're live. Let's go right now.
This is their first time this season. I really did not know that they were coming. This is amazing. Sorry, guys.
Sounds like there's like choppers behind us.
This is first world
Yeah,
people problems.
You don't always have to know when they're coming, as long as they come.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so we actually want to make a trip to that Asbury shop shortly. Are you around to come if you're still on the phone?
Mike,
He might be gone.
I think we lost Mike.
He got weed whacked.
He did get weed whacked.
Are you talking about Vintage Wave?
Yeah,
Vintage
yeah,
Wave.
yeah.
Yes.
I've never been there, but I'm excited for the day that I actually get to go. It's been so long since I've been in the Northeast.
Really?
It's freaking me out. I mean, I haven't been anywhere. I've just been in Nashville.
Yeah.
And I'm stuck in this house, and I'm like, now that things are starting to lighten up, and I'm fully pricked, I'm fully vaxxed.
I'm halfway
Damn,
there.
Where do I go?
Oh.
Oh, he's back. He's back. Hey, man. Oh, no. Hold on. I gotta figure this out.
What a dick.
I know. We lost him for a minute.
Oh wait, he just texted me. Had to go. Watching though.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I had to go. Did he mean like pee-pee?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna... Mike, if you can hear me, I'm gonna have to hang up on you a minute. If you can call
I'm gonna
back.
ask him what he meant. Did you mean like pee-pee or pew-pee? When
Wow,
you
that's
said
bad.
had to go?
So
Yeah,
bad.
no shit. It sounds like a block party.
It sounds horrible.
I mean, that'd be a sweet block party of just lawnmower noises.
We in New Jersey. I don't know if you know this, but like we race lawnmowers, and like
Was that so?
Well,
I've
he's from
seen it
New
done.
York, so I mean, he's been around. I mean, I'm sure
you don't have to go far south to
heard
find
that,
this out.
I've heard that Jersey is filled with racists, but that confirms it. If you're racing lawnmowers, there's just racists everywhere. That's sick.
You would, yeah. It's in New Jersey. It's everywhere. Racism. What a topic
everywhere.
these days.
What a topic. That's a hot topic. That's a topic we're not going to touch on.
Not touching it.
Not even with a 10-foot pole. But anyway, you're originally from New York, Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, I'm Brooklyn, Long Island.
Oh, whereabouts in Long Island?
I grew up around like in Suffolk County, around like Sayville.
Dude, fuck you.
Bohemia.
When did you live in Sayville? Because I lived in Sayville. I lived in Patchogue. I lived right down the street from Blue Point Brewery.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like or my parents, I should say. I'm trying to think of what landmarks are right there, like right by Connecticut State Park.
Fuck yeah, dude. I was trying to tell him, and I was trying to tell somebody else that I don't remember what year, but Sayville was voted the happiest town in America.
It's the friendliest town.
That's it, the friendliest.
I remember
fucking
when
crazy.
I don't remember what year it was, but there was an initiative and they changed all the signs.
Yeah.
'Cause it just said like "Welcome to Sayville," and then it was like "Welcome to Sayville, the friendliest town in America." I was like, oh man, and there's a Friendlies in the middle of it.
The Greasy Spoon. The Greasy Spoon
Greasy
Diner.
Spoon.
Delicious. The fucking Crickets, that restaurant. The bar
I
restaurant.
think Crickets is gone.
No,
now. I'm
dude.
not positive, but I had heard that Crickets might be gone.
I haven't been there in like 12 years, but that was the best burger.
Yeah,
It was the
I haven't been there in quite a while as well.
good
But
old Sayville.
Yeah, that area is nice.
Fuck
But
yeah.
it was fine to get out
Yeah.
of that
yeah.
area at the
Yeah.
same time.
I used to go to Lantern and
uh,
get stoned and drunk all the time.
Yeah, I got out of that. It's like, I don't know, the people I went to high school with, it was like either you became the gym teacher, a cop, or a realtor.
Seems par for
was
the
it.
course. Yeah, seems
there's
par for the
nothing
course
else.
over there.
To do is odd. Yeah, I got out of there and then I moved to Boston and went to school at Berkeley College of Music, and then settled in Brooklyn for the next 13 years or so.
Nice. If you're ever in the area, we have a studio that we do live streams for like bands, DJs, all that kind of stuff. We'll make it like a party, like another warehouse for you guys to play in.
Big party.
Big party.
Lawnmowers and all.
We'll bring
Yeah,
we'll bring
we
two,
will-
at least two.
So embarrassed.
Yeah.
It'll be like Battle Bots. Do you ever watch that show? But
Dude,
with
my
like
lawn looks
Oh,
fucking
lawnmowers.
great,
BattleBots
though.
was pretty sick.
Yeah.
BattleBots was a cool.
I nerded out over that show, and like they always like make like the mini ones that you can kind of like build yourself, or like RC
Yeah.
cars that were the same, kind of style for it. But battle
It was a
bot
weird.
lawnmowers.
It was the whole idea of like incentivizing kids to learn about science by creating things that are meant for destruction is just so American. It is perfectly.
Yeah.
That is American education. You can either like, you want to learn about science? Okay, well, we have to blow shit up, or you need like a volcano that's erupting,
Yeah.
or something
You're
where
just
in
gonna
most
gut it.
situations it causes destruction or death.
What an outlet.
Kids love it.
Yeah.
Kids love that stuff.
So, BattleBots.
BattleBots is an idea. It's an idea.
BattleBot lawnmowers. We had an episode we were gonna do like a redneck cookout, and we were gonna host it in the back of my pickup truck with like the liner pool, and we were gonna have a grill, and we had exotic meats. We had kangaroo, alligator, and duck, I think. So maybe not too exotic, but they were there, and it was just like steaks, and we were gonna rate the steaks. And Kris isn't super adventurous with.
I'm not that
Where do you
adventurous.
get exotic meats?
Meatcrate.com.
StayClassyMeats.com also.
Stay Classy Meats.
Not a sponsor.
They typically do like a lot of jerkies and stuff, but you can find.
What'd you call me?
Hot.
Jerky boy. But yeah, I mean, if you're into trying and eating new animals,
He's just trying to go on a date with you and maybe eat some smoked meat.
yeah.
And I kind of want to watch.
I've been so hardcore into smoking meat for the last year. Like my last birthday, my roommate Jordan, he's in a band called Cherub, lovely band. He bought me like a grill that doubles as a smoker as well, and so I was like, oh, let me try smoking meats, and holy shit, it's really fun. Like spending a whole day, like 14 hours smoking a brisket while like slowly drinking beer and just listening to
that sounds like a good
shit
time.
all day that's a day. I get it.
What kind of smoker are you using? Like, do you got the green egg thing, or do you just have like a regular?
No, I have like the most primitive smoker that you can have. Like I have to build. There's no like separate fire thing, and it pushes like I have to build the little thing and just kind of make sure the temperature stays the same throughout the whole day.
So you have to monitor it. It's not just like
I'm constantly monitoring it. If I leave it for more than 15 minutes, I start like panicking, like, oh shit, I gotta get back to the smoker.
Yeah.
Okay.
My meat.
Oh no. But
That sounds good.
I mean,
we do like a lot of like chili festivals or seafood festivals and stuff like that. But the best one that I've ever attended was a barbecue, like pulled pork, chicken, that kind of stuff. Beef, like, and tasting different people's recipes of like how they smoke it, like what goes into it, like the texture and quality of the meat, down to the bread. It all makes a difference. I'm a big foodie. Like I enjoy cooking and eating, and
when it comes to smoking meats, there's so many factors. And I make all my own bread here too. I'm like big into baking breads now. What the fuck happened to me?
Baking bread is fun, but baking in general, it's a complicated son of a bitch. But once you get the hang of it, it's really rewarding. I make a lot of pizza dough.
Every time I come here, it smells like a different baked dish, like
That's
from
great.
muffins to pizzas, cookies.
Yeah.
I make baguettes twice a week, and then I do like sourdough every
Oh,
other
you
week,
fancy.
and
Do you have
And
like like a mother dough for your sourdough, like this stinky, funky?
Oh
Isn't that
yeah,
what it's
my
called?
sourdough is old as fuck, and it is smelly. It's
Really?
a good smell. and I'll
Can you
leave it
can
with,
some
like,
of that
certain-
air and ship it to New Jersey so we could smell your sourdough?
Oh, my sourdough, I purposely make as sour as can be. Like I have a strong sourdough, and then my life. What the fuck is happening? I like spent a bunch of money on this like fancy artisan milled flour from like Washington State, and had like 100 pounds of it shipped. So I just have like tons of flour, and like
That's sick,
Yeah, things
though.
have changed, man. Things
That's
have changed.
fun.
Stocked up priorities, you know, like where are they? And flour, stocking up on flour.
I just learned how to make
I used to do
pretzels.
blow in Paris.
I used to do blow.
What the fuck happened?
Oh, you're fancy. Super fancy. Damn it.
How did I get here?
I used to do blow in Paris, and now I'm smoking a bowl out of a butt plug in Nashville.
Such is life.
Yeah, you're doing the same thing.
I
and
respect that.
Hell yeah. Yo, man, thanks
But
for.
honestly, honestly, moving from Brooklyn to Nashville with all the extra space has been like tight as hell.
Do you have a cough button?
Yeah.
You're slacking. What happened?
I'm slacking.
Dude, I was so amazed. That was all perfect. Thank you very much.
That was awesome.
Thanks for dealing with all the, you know, we just wanted to have fun. It wasn't like we planned that we just talk and bullshit, and I think we accomplished all of that.
How's your cats?
And wait.
Great subject. So I was
Elvis and
with
Cloud, right?
someone- Yeah, I was with someone in Brooklyn, and she left me, and so when I moved to Nashville, she kept the cats.
Give me a social. I'll go break her legs right now and get you cats.
So yeah, if you could.
Kris is for hire.
Love that. No, they're doing well. I'm a real cuck, so I still send them food.
Dude, I would do the same thing. I really would.
That's
What
amazing.
a piece of shit.
Does she send you
Yeah.
pictures of the cat with her new boyfriend? Like
Only
that would
when I
be some-
request.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so fucked. Oh my god. That's like so hilariously cruel. I wouldn't be mad at it. Like this is so.
That's
Yeah,
some
how do you
real
top
cuck
that
shit.
though? Like, what's the response in retaliation? Like, that's pretty up there.
I don't know if I think I would just place the phone down and go, okay, I'm gonna
Touche.
go
Yeah,
do
you
something
will.
else.
I gotta check my meat. It's been 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go smoke some meat and then put a butt plug bong inside me.
Holy shit, that's great. So yeah, well, at least your cats are doing well. I'm sorry to hear about that. I didn't know it was such a sore. I didn't know it was such a sore subject.
No, it's fine. They're doing great. They're doing great.
Holy
all
shit!
Too high for this.
Oh man.
Oh fuck.
So you also did some. How do you segue from that? That's fucked. Try to just change the subject abruptly.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah.
All good. Did some child acting as well.
I did, yeah. I did like random regional theater stuff, and I did one off-Broadway play, and I competed ballroom dancing, and then within that was a child actor. And basically I was just a tertiary income for my parents.
That's really
I-
cool.
Made them. Oh yeah, it's really cool. It's definitely good to put that pressure on a kid, on a child.
Yeah.
No, acting was really cool because I feel like I don't know, I did a lot of stuff where I like hung out with a lot of older people. I feel like I grew up around like desperate people trying to make careers for themselves. Technically speaking, now that I think about it, what the fuck?
Do you feel like being a child actor took away from your childhood completely, or?
Oh yeah. I definitely don't.
Immediately.
I definitely don't. I don't think people should have their kids acting.
Do you?
I
Are
don't
there
think there
any?
should
Are
just
there any
be-
songs that remind you of summertime in your youth?
In my youth, I mean, Summer Girls, LFO.
Good. Yeah. Got me there.
That's a great one. That's the one that's popping up in my head.
So you had some fun
Yeah.
then, right? Like for me, remembering my childhood and like all the positive things that have happened, it always goes back to summertime and what was on the radio, like Smash Mouth or what I Get Knocked Down. That song was like on repeat.
Chumbawamba.
Chumbawamba. And at the time,
Soccer
I'm just
song.
like, it was background music to me. Like, I wasn't paying attention to it like musically, but every positive part of my life, I think I've had Chumbawamba in the background.
I mean, yeah, I think when like you're like radio was so much more important for us then, and like when radio plays the same thing over and over and you're constantly exposed to it, then like I think there's something like just deep in your brain that when you hear that familiar, when you hear the beginning of Flagpole Sitta, it's like, oh, like it's like this weird burst of dopamine, which is like why music therapists use familiar songs to treat Alzheimer patients and things, like just
Like
to
recall.
give them the familiarity that like subconsciously without effort your brain just your synapses just
Makes
start
the
hitting, like,
connections. Yep.
yeah, like, and then then once your synapses are going crazy and your hippocampus lights up, then like kind of the rest of your brain can work a little easier. So like that sort of shit, like if you trigger someone with nostalgia, then your brain can do other things as well easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's.
Music therapy is cool as fuck.
I've
I'm
actually
dumb as
never.
hell, but I like hearing
You
about
just
it.
melted my fucking brain
I was
talking
gonna
about
say
that.
you lost me at hippocampus, whatever the fuck this. I'm sitting here trying to
It's
spell
ju-
it. I'm like,
It's just a camp for
Did
hippos.
you just say hippopotamus?
yeah, that's what I'm, dude. I'm
Yeah,
fucking
hippo camp.
super petarded, man.
Yeah. Hippo camp is just fat kid camp.
Okay.
Here, run around this track for 5 hours in the
I
heat.
want to go. I
You can
wanna
go in the pool later.
Yeah.
So some of the things you worked on when you were younger,
Sips.
Return to Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah,
huh?
he sips and he finished his whiskey.
He finished his whiskey.
What was that? What'd you say?
Return to Sleepaway Camp. How was that? Working on that.
Return to Sleepaway Camp is so bad that it's like it's a little bit entertaining. It's not one of those movies that's so bad that you're like, oh, I have to watch it, like The Room or something. It's bad where it's like, all right, like I can watch this and like appreciate it for how dumb it is while doing something else. Like it can just be on and then I'll just catch the parts that are good. It's a really shitty movie. And it was just a bad idea to begin with.
How'd you get into that
And-
though?
When I was a child actor, I had the worst manager. Like just a woman who just kind of just didn't give a fuck. Like I never really spoke to her. My parents just did. And like when I auditioned for The Sopranos, right?
Mhm.
When I auditioned for The Sopranos, I went to the audition thinking it was a comedy about a singing family.
Okay.
I had no idea. My manager was just like, I got you this audition. It's for a show called The Sopranos, probably about a singing family, I guess.
She
sort
nailed
of
it
thing.
spot on.
And so like I
Little
went to The
did you know.
Sopranos audition like, all right, let's do this stuff, huh? All righty then, right? And it was like, no, it's not.
It's
that
not
at
that.
all. But the same thing for Return to Sleepaway Camp. I thought it was supposed to be a comedy about a camp. And then when I showed up, people were like, this was a cult classic. Like people take this movie really seriously from 1983. Like Chick with a Dick enlightened the world of horror. And like I auditioned and then I got the part and it was my first big part. And I remembered taking the train from Penn Station to Long Island with my first like script that I was given. And I was like, oh my God, I have a fucking script. Like I'm fucking in. And I'm reading this thing and it's terrible, but I'm like, whatever, it's a script. Words that I'm supposed to say, I'll highlight them. I bought a highlighter. And then 9/11.
What's your?
Ah,
And then like everything was stopped. And I was like, well, rats, bats, and bugs. And then years later in high school, they were like, we're gonna do it. And so we made this movie in upstate New York. And just so weirdly uncomfortable. I bunked with the director in a I slept next to the director, not in the same bed.
Mhm.
We made a pillow line. No, we didn't. We were in separate beds.
Go on.
Yeah, yeah. Like he was a nice guy, but he was a fucking divorce lawyer. He's not a director. He made this like shitty cult movie, and now they're like, you have to do it again. And he's like, I don't do that anymore. But he still tried it. Like
Yeah.
I would sleep in the bed and we'd wake up together, and he'd be like, what's something that you would say to a kid that's mean? Like shit like that. And I'll be like, what?
What would piss him off the right amount?
Would you give him a swirly and be like, you're a Dumbo? Like what?
Wow.
He was changing lines according to like how I would be mean to people.
I mean, if
He
you
just
think
was so
about
out
it,
of touch.
it could have went south quick. He could have just been touching you. I mean,
That's true. He could have.
I
Coulda.
you know, some of us would have
Coulda,
rather
woulda,
the other. Yeah.
No, I mean that the whole experience was just like so thrown together, and some people that were in it were like seasoned veterans of the film world. Like the director of photography worked on like all this great stuff, and he was like also a Vietnam vet and like super like militant with everything, and like kind of scared the shit out of me and scared the shit out of everyone else, but we had to have him there. And like director just had no idea what was going on half the time, and we just randomly filmed stuff out of order. What a
That's
mess.
tough. Just like
What a mess. But I knew filming it, I was like, this is gonna be a shitty movie. And like I like just hammed up as much as I could, and he would like ask me to ham up more, like just go crazy. It's like, okay. This is so dumb. But like as a kid, there's a ton of stunts in that movie, and I had to like my parents had to like sign off on things. Like there's one scene where I get shot with paintball guns.
yeah.
I got shot with paintball guns, and we did about 14 takes.
What?
So much so that we had to they had to move the schedule around because I was covered in welts.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't film with me because my wrist like got all messed up. There was just dots all over me from being pelted with paintballs. It was dumb. They threw me into a lake in November like 4 times. There's a scene where I agreed to be nude, and where like I'm supposed to be naked in like this camp theater, and the curtain opens and I'm naked and handcuffed, and like everyone laughs at me. The agreement was it's going to be a closed set and I'm going to be naked, and then they'll film everyone else later. Well, when I showed up, there was 200 people in that theater, like camp theater, and they were like, we're doing it, right? And I was like,
Oh wait, what?
like this is a like 16, 15-year-old kid that you're expecting, like a chubby 15 or 16-year-old kid that's like, you're going to get naked in front of all these people and be handcuffed and blindfolded. Pretty fun stuff. So when we actually filmed it, I was like, I don't want to be naked. And so the wardrobe person was like, I got a good idea. Let me just scotch tape a piece of cloth on skin, because scotch tape and skin works perfectly. And for
Not
fuck's
even
sake,
the
I was
medical
naked
tape.
in front of all these people. And like even the militant director of photography was like, cut.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
Siri.
wow.
I'm not the only
like
one.
militant DP was like, we can't do this anymore. We're gonna fuck this kid up. We can't be doing this anymore. And like
Wow.
put a stop to
Wow,
it
yeah,
after
for
a
real.
ton of takes, and then like came to my cabin and was like, hey, if you want to like talk about this shit,
I saw you got.
I was kind of
Saw
I was
your
kinda
packing.
fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to talk
All
about it?
right.
Oh yeah.
You want to sit? You want to sit on my lap?
If you want to talk about that micro dick, there are electrodes that you can put up to it to zap cum out of you if you little guy.
Send me the link.
You want to come to my trailer and work on that?
Yeah, but that was a great movie. Came out on election day, the day Obama was elected.
Do you have any
Nice.
advice
Move.
for somebody that wants to make their own shitty movie?
yeah, go fund me. Or one of those things. Just get funding. Fucking there is no like movie studio right now that provides enough support to make a proper movie that you can't get in other ways, like just funding. Like you have a Rolodex when you're with like a movie company or even with a record label. Like the only thing that you're getting is their Rolodex. And who gives a fuck about that?
Yeah,
You have direct contact with fans now. So
that's true. Well, that's good
who needs
advice.
anyone? Just make good art. Whatever art you're making, just make good art and people will like it.
We dabbled on it. We actually wrote a script for a Halloween episode, and the whole thing was prefaced off of the show being a Halloween costume contest. But when everybody gets there, it turns into a murder mystery because Kris is dead. And we had one of our friends dress up as a cop and interrogate everybody in like this blacked out garage with a single light over them. And it would go to flashbacks of like the beforehand of everybody getting ready for the Halloween costume contest, like drinking, smoking, what they said. And there were always like little snips of the past of like Kris talking to somebody and he'll be like, over my dead body. And like that entices them to want to kill him, you know, like just, it's so poorly written, but that's the really point,
terrible,
Yeah, it was so shit, but it was fun.
Like we want to put out like purposely bad content to like make fun at the fact like, hey, this is actually what we could provide for you realistically, and we know that, so we're just gonna play on that for you.
Just work with what we have. And
Exactly. So we want to do another Halloween episode or something similar to that, like staged and drawn up as like a skit.
As you should. Just buy Bitcoin now and then wait until it's up and then use that money.
Do you invest?
Here we go. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you.
I just started it, so like I've learned. I don't know.
He's learned like 3 new words, and he won't shut the fuck up about it.
What are my 3 words?
I don't even know. Invest, Coinbase, and Dogecoin.
Doge, yeah.
Hodl?
No, I thought it was like invest.
Are you a Dogecoin guy?
So here's the thing. I bought it at 3 cents, right?
Have a good day, guys.
3 cents.
And sold it at like 6, 2 weeks before it like kind of blew up. So I'm like seeing it on Facebook.
So
and
you
like,
had paper hands.
I had I had maybe 4,000 shares just chilling. And I pulled it out for like, I maybe made like $10 off of it. Like when I first pulled it out, I put it in again at 9 cents a share, and it's like fluctuating a lot lately, but I made like $1,000 and just for
That's
like
nice.
whatever, you know, but I got to watch it. And I think I'm like, not that it's a long term, cause it's definitely a gamble, but I could see it making me a couple grand. So why not?
It's done well for me. I'm big on crypto and big on the meme stocks.
On the meme stuff.
I like the AMC. I'm a big AMC guy.
A lot of people are
holding
talking
on to
about that one.
Yeah. But I don't know, it's kind of fun. I got not a ton going on. So it's kind of interesting to get involved in new things. Smoking meats, day trading, battle bots.
Yeah.
Just all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
I think, all that is fun, honestly. That's just our algorithm, you know?
It passes the time. The proper algorithm will pass time.
Sure will.
Fuck. Need another one?
Oh, where are you going?
He's leaving. He said, "Fuck this." Check the battery. I guess hit menu.
Super duper camera.
How many percent does it say?
At like freak out when I hit it?
No.
How many percents?
One bar, huh? All right. Well. What else? 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 Guess we're all over the place here.
14%.
Oh, okay, yeah. We start to slowly wrap this up. So you started writing and recording your own music in 2014, correct?
As Gibbs, yeah.
As Gibbs.
As Gibbs, 2014 was when I was like, okay, I'm going to
Make your own
commit
stuff.
myself
Yeah.
to doing this. I had a band. I had like bands in high school. I had a cool band. Well, I had a ska band at first. Then I had like an indie band. Then like in college, I started like, okay, I'm gonna be the writer, and then have a band around me. And then after college,
what
I was like, there's
transitioned
no
you
way.
from being in a band to wanting to become that writer?
I'm just a control freak.
Yeah. I totally
Like I
get
need
that.
to. I would have a band for the Gibbs stuff if I wasn't such a control. Like I play with a band sometimes in New York,
Mhm.
but it's like these are guys that I play with that are such trained musicians and that are so much better than I am that like me relinquishing control to them is so much easier than like
Mhm.
you know finding like I don't
Yeah,
know,
but if it's
other
your
people
personal
there.
stuff, like I get the hired musician part, but it's like, hey, this is the product, and it doesn't matter what we think we think it should sound. This is how it sounds, and we just got to play it.
Yeah, I'm big into which is what I mean. I play 98% of my shows is just me looping stuff, so it's kind of I'm in full control of like how long a song takes, the exact like tempo, and how everything is played. I'm just doing it all myself, so it's kind of
On a loop.
and also if it fucks up, I can't get mad at anyone but myself. So
Yeah.
And you
And
write
that's
your
good,
own.
too.
You write your own lyrics as well, right?
I do everything. Yeah, I write, record, mix, and master, distribute, PR.
That's a
Photos,
full time
everything.
job for real.
I read an article that you were living above a bar and just kind of like hearing people's drunk conversations kind of helped
Yeah,
you.
the entire album of These Are Love Songs, for the most part, is living above this bar called the Bearded Lady, and like people would like just be out smoking and shit, but until like 5 a.m. and I couldn't sleep, so
Yeah.
I would just listen to them, and I'd have like a little book next to my bed, and I just write down phrases that they said, or like anything that was of interest, or just remembered like a couple. There were so many couples that were either fighting or fucking. Like there was, if it was quiet, that would mean that they're in between those hot states of fighting or fucking. But really, it was like at a certain time, like we're gonna argue or we're gonna fuck, and we're gonna be loud about both.
Awesome.
And those are great
My favorite kind of people.
ways to get inspired to write shit.
Yeah,
I
I'm
listened to
sure.
this one woman admitting that she had pretended she had cancer to get this guy's like sympathy. And I was like, oh my God. She was like, I admit it. I never had it. I'm like,
What the fuck?
Wow.
That's when you
and
drop
then of course I
everything
was
you're
like,
doing.
can I have your number? Crazy. I like you.
Oh yeah.
You're an avid people watcher in all scenarios, not just airports.
Yeah, I like to absorb the scenarios going on around me. It's easier than living inside my own head, is
I definitely
pretending
feel that.
I'm in other people's heads.
That totally makes
And a
sense.
fly on the wall like Clay Aiken.
Chris,
Nice.
Chris and I worked at the same bar together, and when it gets busy, it's significantly busy. And where I would run all the sound, we had like a booth above like the crowd of people, and you would just see like the weirdest things from like, who's trying to be the alpha in the group of guys, or a group of guys talking amongst themselves and be like, oh yeah, go over there, talk to that girl, buy her a drink, like, and then it just flunking on him, and like the girl knows that he's going to approach beforehand. So I see like all these scenarios so frequently that I try to like predict what the outcome is gonna be. Like, oh no, you're
I
doing
know
it
how
all
to-
wrong, man. Like coaching him. Like if I had a pack of in-ears for him, I'm like,
I've
no,
seen
just do this.
That'd be a great like Cyrano de Bergerac moment of the bartender who's speaking to the patron through his ear.
Yeah, exactly though. But oh my god.
You're fucking up.
Oh man. Anyway, Mike, thank you so much. Gonna wrap this up because unfortunately my camera's gonna die.
That's okay. Well, I hope you have the proper funeral.
It's real. We're gonna
We're gonna post
Yeah.
a TikTok of the camera, the burial.
Oh, good.
real quick, tell everyone what you got going on, where they can find you, music wise, anything.
Okay. First answer, nothing. I've got nothing going on. No, my music is timeless. So Spotify, Gibbs music on all my socials except for TikTok, which is Gibbs on TikTok, which is just me making up songs. I've got nothing else going on. I'll be around. I'm making cakes.
Gibbs on TikTok. We're gonna follow you on TikTok in just a few moments.
Yeah, it's good shit. It's really good shit.
Awesome. Again, thank you so very much. Really means
Thanks
a
for
lot.
having me. This was really fun. I
Yeah,
got
dude.
pretty high.
Nice.
Same. Thank you.
You enjoy the rest of your day. We appreciate it again, and yeah, we'll talk soon, dude.
Yeah, take it easy.
Thanks.